Hello, I'm Rochelle Smith with UON News. The Gallipoli Centenary has seen the hunt to remember the Anzacs in record numbers. As well as traditional commemorations, there was a range of artistic projects.
A record 43,000 Novocastrians attended the Newcastle dawn service this year. Large crowds also cheered on our diggers in the city's Anzac Day March. Many then spilled into pubs, clubs and RSLs for a game of two-up.
I celebrate Anzac Day with my mates, having a good time. Yes, and maybe with a couple of beers, but you have a good time on a couple of beers.
Exhibitions were also held to commemorate the day. Newcastle Museum set up a field of remembrance for fallen soldiers, while the Lake Macquarie Art Gallery showed works by Aboriginal artists to recognise Indigenous involvement in war. Renee Sullivan, UON News.
The fate of the Newcastle rail line remains unknown after the Baird government won the election but lost key seats in the Hunter. The Supreme Court ruled last December the government needed an Act of Parliament to continue with the truncation of the line. The Liberal government says it will appeal the decision in mid-July. Member for Newcastle, Tim Crackenthorpe, believes the government will have a hard time getting support in the Senate.
The Christian Democrats, and Fred Niall's been very clear because he chaired the inquiry into the planning process and the truncation of the rail line, that he would not support truncating that rail line.
The University of Newcastle turns 50 this week. It's time to reflect on how it's changed the city and what the next 50 years have in store.
The closure of the BHP steelworks in the late 90s changed the Hunter economy, and its primary export soon became its world-class students. The university is key to the region's progress. The academic hub has created growth as Newcastle moves away from industry towards a knowledge-based economy. And with the City Hub set to open in 2017, it isn't slowing down anytime soon.
The new raw materials for this region will be creativity and knowledge, ideas, and a university is at the heart of those things.
While no one can see exactly what the next 50 years have in store, it's clear the University of Newcastle will continue to play a major role.
Young people in the Hunter who are struggling can get help. That's the message from Youth Week organisers. Organisations like Headspace Newcastle, the Samaritans and Newcastle Youth Council offered face painting, laser tag and interactive scavenger hunts. The idea was to get young Novocastrians involved in community initiatives to voice their opinions. A study being carried out at the University of Newcastle may soon tell us what impact snack foods are having on our health. The study hopes to find out whether people can correctly judge portion size and realise which foods are nutritional. Participants were asked to sort various snack foods sold on campus on a scale ranging from unhealthy to very healthy. The findings have already highlighted a bad habit of overestimating what an appropriate meal size is. It's hoped the study will provide young adults with better information when it comes to choosing healthy options. 5 kilometres of running or walking every week all year round. It's called Park Run and it's so successful it's soon to announce its 11th Hunter location.
Since 2011, Parkrun has grown to be a popular event with 116 courses around the country. The largest is Newey Parkrun, attracting around 500 runners each week.
It's free, everyone loves stuff that's free, but more than that, it just gives so much back as well. And so whether you're running or you're volunteering, it's got an ability to just make people feel good.
The 11th Parkrun is in the final planning stages at the University of Newcastle. Pia Davids, UON News.
And now for the weather. Showers should clear by early morning. We can expect an overnight minimum of 15 and a maximum of 21 for tomorrow. There'll be more news in an hour.